Yes, guys, we are finally back. We finally made it to another one, brothers and sisters. Another reaction on this here Mystelics reaction, guys. And of course, I'll be dropping another one of the BrBpTV planet. Of course, today, brothers and sisters, planet YouTube channel, brothers and sisters. It seems like BrBpTV its own world, but welcome, brothers and sisters, to this here Mystelics reaction, guys. And of course, a link for BrBpTV later on today will be in the first comment in the comment box, guys. The link, so definitely check that link out a bit later on. With that said, right there, brothers and sisters, big up on yourself for definitely tuning into this here vibrations. Round of applause goes out to every single one of you guys who've tuned in, brothers and sisters. And of course, don't forget to do what, guys? Click the like button. A number of persons tend to meet me and say, Mystelics, click the like button, brothers and sisters. It's good that a number of persons definitely get to remember, at least remember that part. But of course, guys, don't forget to really click the like button. I would appreciate that right there, helping the algorithms to push these videos further and further out there. And of course, brothers and sisters, I actually did a vlog on top of Espanol. I wasn't sure I was going to be doing that, but I just decided, hey, let me record something and put it out there for you guys, which is interesting, guys, because I'm sure you guys probably may have wondered, what exactly does Espanol look like on top there? Well, I actually went there with the Voice of Life crew for them to organize some stuff, because Voice of Life apparently wasn't working. So I went up with them and I decided to climb the antennas, brothers and sisters. Yes, I climbed some antennas on top there. And not easy, you know, guys, but definitely check that link. That link will of course be in the first comment in the comment box, though, guys, the latest vlog on that vibration. So with that said, guys, don't forget to do that. And of course, don't forget to do what? Subscribe. Actually, I met a number of individuals who say, Mystelics, I don't see your stuff again. So I say, hey, give me your phone, let me organize you back. Some of them actually subscribe to BrBpTV, but don't subscribe to Mystelics Reacts. And you know, so I got to pretty much put the whole thing, the whole system on their phone for them, brothers and sisters. Of course, if you have not done so, definitely download the app as well. That link will be in the first comment, not first comment, but that'll be in the description below, so you guys can definitely check that out right there. Of course, getting the plethora of Mystelics Planet. I say BrBpTV Planet, but Mystelics Planet right there, guys. So you can definitely check that vibrations out in that regard right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, we are here in the Cochrane region, brothers and sisters. And there was a vehicle apparently that was set ablaze. Now, guys, I don't know if this is as a result of some wicked people. Of course, you know what the situation took place in Portsmouth, where two vehicles apparently just mysteriously went ablaze. And of course, the police have been investigating. They have been investigating, brothers and sisters, that matter right there. And of course, hey, all the best. But of course,
our electricity going. I see no contact passing there.
Electricity going, so vehicle on fire.
Hey, the line's burning, eh?
Oh, the line.
The line's burning.
Oh, okay, I get what they say now.
No lights, no TV, no nothing.
Yeah, no TV, you know, no programming for the masses.
Yeah,
but apparently this is blazing hot, brothers and sisters. Hopefully there was no malice intent. Sometimes when people see you doing a little better, they tend to want to come and take your things. Not true, not if they can't take it, they want to do your harm or do your vehicle or do something of yours harm, brothers and sisters, when they are really bad intention, bad-minded people. Take away yourself for the wicked, bad-minded people, brothers and sisters. And of course, hopefully it was just maybe, ooh, look, I see a little, you know, a little spark happening there. Wow. We go back. See, I see the extra. Okay, yes. So that most likely touched the gas tank right there. Hopefully this does escalate any further. Well, this was yesterday, so you know, thank God I didn't hear any situation involving that situation right there, brothers and sisters. But I must make mention of something rather interesting, brothers and sisters. This is not the time for your vehicle to be on fire. But it's not the time. You know why? Well, bow, brothers and sisters. As of today, April 15, 2024, wholesale and retail prices of petroleum juices, brothers and sisters, in the Commonwealth of Dominica shall be fixed as follows. I say juices because apparently it can be gas, because gas going up in Dominica alone. So it have to be juice, brothers and sisters. Juice not there. Juice for your vehicle. Wholesale apparently is moving from 15. Well, it's moving from $15. I think $15.64 it was. Now it's going to $16.34, brothers and sisters. Gas. $16.24. For what reason? Well, I'll break it down for you in a moment. Diesel is going from I think diesel may be going down. I could be wrong in that regard, but I know it's 40. It was 14 something, and now it's 14.20. It could be maybe 14.14 it was, and going up by 6 cents. But this is the new price. I know for sure gasoline going up, brothers and sisters, as of today. Of course, we have the ultra low sulfur diesel going 14.87, and kerosene is, I think it was 11 something. Now it's going up to $12.10. Now guys, you might be wondering what is going on. What is really going on, brothers and sisters? Well, let me break down something for you right there. A very stern warning for individuals out there, motorists in Dominica, when motorists come to replenish their vehicles fuel supply at the gas station. Gas prices go up tomorrow morning, which is today, hence tonight. Many individuals are replenishing, they're juicifying their vehicles, brothers and sisters, fueling supply at the gas station so they can get the high price that is already high price already, but they don't want to get the higher price that is set today, brothers and sisters. So that is also very interesting. But what is rather disturbing, brothers and sisters, by the way, this is the first time I'm reading this stuff here. I just found it rather interesting right there as I started it. And wow, okay, they're talking about gas. Let's see what the individual have to say in that regard right there. But brothers and sisters, what is rather disturbing, this individual saying, is that the fuel pump attendants at the various gas stations are allowing motorists to keep their vehicle engines running while their vehicles are being replenished with fuel at the fuel pumps. I have done this a number of times, but I figured, hey, for me to really see the accurate reading on my thing, let me turn off my vehicle. This person is saying a very dangerous situation. I don't think that is very dangerous at all. Leaving your vehicle on. Remember, there might be vehicles parked taking gas and vehicles coming to get gas. Their vehicles are also on. So should they turn off their vehicles, push their vehicles to the gas station by hand, and then when they're ready to go, push it again to go out? That doesn't really make much sense. But this individual is making, maybe that person knows what they're saying right there. A very dangerous situation. I personally witnessed 2 vehicles being replenished at the same time with gasoline at the AC, this area high street fueling station. I immediately drew this to the attention of the security guard, who should absolutely look on this. Yeah, it's not really an issue. It's not really an issue, brothers and sisters. Maybe I'm wrong in that regard, because I've done this several times. I've seen a number of individuals doing the same thing as well. When they come in, they just leave their vehicle on, they open the gas and they put the thing bam, bam, boom, bam. I don't really see. We have done that in overseas as well. When driving a number of places, United States, a number of places, when the attendant come to put the gas for you, you know, you leave the vehicle running and boom bang. You know, so I just, maybe it's just me. Anyways, so the attendants continue to replenish, blah blah blah. Being disturbed at the situation and in the interest of my personal safety, I decided to forego fuel in my vehicle and drove off to another gas station. This time by this place at Canefield. To my surprise, the very same situation was witnessed at a Canefield Ruby's gas station. When I spoke to the female attendant, she simply laughed, basically ridiculing my observation. This must be a woman that write this thing right there. I could be wrong, brothers and sisters, but I don't think fellas complain. Well, then again, in this day and age, you know, things can change. Anyways, I left this gas station, drove to the near to this other gas station. Guess what? I found that a vehicle was being replenished with the gasoline while the engine is still remaining running. I pointed this out to the female attendant. To my astonishment, this station female attendant responded to me saying, "My boss man does not object." What? I could not believe what I had just heard. I politely drove off once again. So you're driving off because people have their vehicles, but you're driving into the place with your vehicle on. You're driving into the place with your vehicle on. I don't get it. I don't get it in that regard. But maybe it's just me, brothers and sisters. I don't really see a problem in that at all. Has everyone forgotten that February 2020 there was an explosion? You know, I don't think that's why it happened. I think the person may have been using their phones. But anyways, that's another situation in that regard right there. So maybe you might want to go in depth to find out what exactly happened in that situation. But people have been doing this quite some time in Dominica. I have been doing this. Nothing has ever happened. I'm not saying, hey, let's wait for something to happen. No, but if we have more knowledge and insight in that regard, let's get it, because I don't think that there's any issues with this. Because not just in Dominica they have been doing this. We do this all over the place. St. Lucia, St. Kitts, just name it. Vehicles stay on, you know, whoop whoop. For digital vehicles, I would advise people to turn off their vehicles so they can get a proper reading. Because sometimes when you put this stuff in, it's still calculating, and you know. So that's why I would tell individuals who drive in to turn off the vehicles, and then when they pump the stuff, then to put it back. But I don't think that is an issue right there. I could be wrong, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Do you think this is an issue? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This individual is saying, based on what took place in Jamaica, 1 individual passed away while 7 others were apparently badly injured. About 12 vehicles in close proximity to the gas station were destroyed. Nearby properties were severely damaged. Have we forgotten? Well, thanks for that information right there. I don't think it's a bit of an issue, but I could be wrong in that regard, guys. What are your thoughts on this regard right there? But gas prices are going up, brothers and sisters. I think that is a far more dangerous thing that is happening to Dominica. And I think the very same sentiment of why that is, brothers and sisters, because when the government does get loans and all those kind of things there from other countries, brothers and sisters, realize they have to pay it back. All right, so when they have to pay it back, brothers and sisters, they tend to increase prices all over the place. This is why water is said to be going up, electricity is said to be going up in a while, gas prices, brothers and sisters, so name everything is going up, everything, and people still supporting that. That is the bad decisions caused by the government then has to reflect back on the people who need to pay it back. They're not going to force you and tell you, hey, give us extra. No, they're going to put it in things that they know your essentials. Yeah, your vehicle is not on water running, you know. The kind of water, there are vehicles that can actually run on water that have been invented long time ago. But presently in Dominica, your vehicles don't run on water. You have to use gas, and they know, hey, let us increase the gas prices because these people need to use gas for them to go places. This is why probably on Fridays when I pass in other places, I don't see the place. Brothers and sisters, you pass on Friday. That's why I remember on Friday back in the day when Ross was there. Going places, brothers and sisters, you just do one, you jump there, you finish there, you go another, you jump there, you go all the way to Loubier. Jumping from spot to spot. You can do that now. That's a Friday dark, boy. You swear the light in Rosu. Friday dread. Well, because look, the prices increase, so maybe people checking, you know what? Let me just use my vehicle for me to go work. And when I go work, maybe I'll try and make a little wrong somewhere and then go back home. But I'm not leaving, go home and then say I come back on Lime on Friday. No, brothers and sisters, what is going on? Well, I tell you what is going on. I did tell you what is going on. The government has increased debts on itself because of the decisions that it has made. And then it has to pay back. And the way it gets to pay back is to get the collective, the people of the population, to pay back. And how do they pay back, brothers and sisters? They put it in water, they put it in gas, they put it in prices. And you know what they're not doing? They're not increasing your salaries. That is exactly what is happening in Dominica. That is exactly what is happening in the nature island of the Caribbean, Dominica. They're increasing all sort of prices except your salaries. But you know whose salaries going up? Their salaries are going up. What have they done for their salaries to go up? Absolutely nothing at all. But their salaries going up though. After their salaries go up several times before, it has gone up again. You would think that the merit of people doing work, that tells you something else, right? The people doing work, brothers and sisters, don't get salary increases. They don't. Or if they do, it's a few dollars. Nothing much, nothing of substance to meet the rising prices. Inflation, brothers and sisters, has taken place. Of course, Dominica has imported inflation. When prices go up other countries, what happens? You have to buy it, customs add money on top of that for you, and you bring it inside and you try to sell it. Brothers and sisters, I always used to wonder why prices are high like that in Dominica, you know. Why prices are high. Certain things that I know overseas, you buy it on Amazon, is a few dollars. When it comes down in Dominica, it's a few $100. A few $100. So on top of paying VAT in customs, you would think, okay, you don't have to pay more VAT on that. You go to sell this stuff in the stores, they still have VAT to pay. And on top of that, when you're using your salaries, brothers and sisters, you get your income, you have VAT to pay on that. Yes, you know the system works. I know it will come in. So you don't have to worry with me. Continue. Labor cat to our brothers and sisters. But of course, we have this sentiment right there. Sometimes when you just say like, you know, you're telling the people, hey, this is what's going on. You know, sometimes, brothers and sisters, this is the way that I feel from time to time. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. Like, wake up now, wake up, people, wake up. You know, wake up, man. But no, it's my part. It's my party. Ted Kalbas.
People, as I see the future, scared on nowhere. When you see we get big, so some of us, when you see some of us grow up, that's it, you know. Mr. Not there again, die them, I can die them.
It's true. It seems like people tend to try to live like as if, well, that can be good and bad at the same time. Because one, you'll have the oppression stopping. Well, apparently it stopped. As I'm thinking of oppression, I'm thinking of slavery, brothers and sisters. Slavery happened for 400 years. So individuals who had the slaves died, and then it seems like the other people grew up in that same steed and took over. You know, take over their children, enslaving their children, you know, and so forth and so forth. So even if we are saying, okay, yes, SKERRIT knows one day he has to die, but apparently he doesn't think of it that way. It seems like SKERRIT is trying his best to take as much as he can, and then does whatever he wants, get how much money, whatever it is, being via trade with the foreigners, where he gets his cut, if that is the case, where he gets his cut. You know, I say $100 million for a particular project, it costs 50 million. You know, I say it costs 120 million. We make it run through. We do all sorts of things like the airport or whatever. Make that go through, brothers and sisters. When the project is done, I thinking of a project there, brothers. I saw something rather interesting. The project, brothers and sisters, where they claim certain buildings will how much monies. These were buildings apparently in the Bafia State region, from my understanding, that were built by Chinese. You would think it's real stuff that they used to build this stuff. Well, that is how it goes, brothers and sisters. But different projects and all these kind of things, there, brothers and sisters, that are supposed to actually go towards helping the people is not there. When I look at this, I mean, and then the other day I was doing a reaction on Chinese in China doing their projects. Bridges collapsing just like that. And we expect to get the best. We expect to get the best, brothers and sisters. So they build this stuff for, let's say, $100 million. They tell you it costs $120 million. Right? They build this for $50 million and they pocket the rest. And then you wonder, hey, we got a nice building looking nice in the starting, but as time goes by, it shows what it actually is, the $50 million worth in the projects right there, brothers. That is exactly what is happening. And when the government does craziness in the place, where it goes out there, gets all sorts of monies, and decide, oh, we get money from us to do things, even though they expel or overuse or overabuse their present ones, brothers and sisters, and they're calling social security name. Even though I hear that they're trying to increase on social, by myself, all the best to all you in that ride right there. But of course, that sentiment, I was going to, let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave that alone, brothers and sisters. So it's the people that have to pay back the stuff. You realize that, right? And then the people who believe that they're going to live there forever, they're not going to be living there forever, but they will be setting up their little ones to have these things.
When you see some of us grow up, that's it, you know. Mr. Not there again, die them, I can die them. Just so them and they don't be like they have the country in their knees there forever. Die, look and die. So happy we have to die. I so happy we have to die. All changes are mess. That's why I know changes are mess. Because all of those stay there forever. You think to stay there forever, you have to die no more. But you're not ready.
But what he's saying is true. We all have to die, no, brothers and sisters. The misery doesn't continue. Well, the thought came to mind, brothers and sisters. This feeling like a BrBpTV session. I'll be doing a BrBpTV one, but I might as well just get this out there, brothers and sisters. But thinking of what he just said there, to the sentiment of moving on, brothers and sisters, you know, it is not necessarily the leaders who are the issues, you know. Just like slavery, there were slaves who would try to free themselves, or the slaves who turn against the slaves and sell them out and all these kind of things. They're preventing their own freedom. That is the insane part of it all. And we see the same thing happening in Dominica. So yes, we might say, oh, he might die and go on. But if the people have the same mentality, brothers and sisters, that kept this wicked regime in power, what do you think is going to happen? If the same mentality kept these individuals in power doing wickedness and craziness and increasing all sorts of prices on the people, making the people their servant while they're increasing their salaries. That's very interesting. By the way, what has happened to the meeting that the Dominica Public Service Union had? I know one of the things they're talking about increasing salaries and mentioning if SKERRIT can increase their salaries 50% or whatever, they're supposed to be able to get that for the people as well. What has happened with that? I feel like this is more of a BrBpTV kind of vibes, you know. But hey, it is what it is right there, man. It's just unfortunate. It's not the leaders that are the issues, brothers and sisters. It's the people. Just like when people are meeting me, but Mystelics, I don't can vote, no boy. Me boy, but SKERRIT can win again, I don't can vote. Well, if you don't vote and the thousands of people are saying all you don't can vote, if you knew the thousands of people who are actually gonna vote would make a difference. But they'll say, no, nah, man. It's the mentality of the people, brothers and sisters. It's interesting that I also saw a clipping of an individual saying he's not supporting the people of Soufriere. Don't worry, tune in for that. He's not supporting them. He's not supporting them. That's very interesting. But we'll talk about that in the next reaction, brothers and sisters. Tune in to BrBpTV right there. Of course, this individual made the statement in that regard. Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. PM SKERRIT, you is a wicked blank. Everything going up, but paycheck cannot go up. It's not on the rise, brothers and sisters. It's actually in the fall. How come I can't see one in the newspaper saying paychecks going up, but the country 365 rivers, water bill still going and increase? Yes. Water bill going to increase in the land that flows with 365 rivers. I would understand in places that have they don't have the supply of river, and as a result maybe rain falling or whatever, less rain is falling, so they have to increase prices, you know, those who can afford it. That makes sense. But in the place that flows with 365 rivers, they say is increasing prices. Now it's interesting that somebody also made, let me just finish with that, but still going up and increase. Don't forget you have to die one day and do what you need to do, and do what you need to do not what you have okay, we get the point. But it's interesting. Just imagine where we get the water from. Sometimes you get it from the heights, right? The reservoirs that have to be constructed, yes, that's very true. The pipes that have to be run and maintained on a daily basis. Now, when you plug pipes, and maybe there might be leaks in places and all those kind of things, and that makes sense. You know, people need to go and do these things. But this is why you have people paying for the what? You have people paying for this. People are already paying for that. You are getting free water. You plug the pipe. Hopefully, you plug the pipe properly. Certain things can happen. Mother Earth shifts or whatever. We are already paying. You're not giving us water. We are paying you to bring the water to us. Obviously, when certain situations happen in the place, you know, you go to fix it. You pay for the pipe already. People are already paying for that stuff on a monthly basis. On a monthly basis, people are paying for this stuff. So what is the argument there? There's no argument there. It's like getting something free, and because you're bringing it to somebody. Okay, let's say you're carrying a truck of water. The truck goes to the river, collects the free water, come to you. You pay for some of that water. The truck goes around the neighborhood, paying for that water. By the time you end up finish, you probably get $1,000 for the day, right? You give people water, you get $1,000 for the day. You go back up there, you know, you pay for fuel, you pay for labor, all these kind of things there, right? For the day, everybody gets 100. Say you have 3 people there collecting the water. Say you're giving them $100, the fuel is $100 per day. Say you spend about $400 for that day for the fuel. When you collect $1,000 giving people vehicle, you go back the next day to do that, doing the same thing. You save up, you make your profits, you make $600 a day. At the end of the month, let's say at the end of 10 days, you make $6,000. 10 days. Let's say your tire bursts. You need to fix your tire, pay $15 to fix your tire. Let's say your engine have issues or whatever. You pick from the profit you make, you do these things. While at the same time, you paying individuals, you know. You realize that, right? You realize that? So when you come in and say you need to increase prices on that don't make any sense to me. Because you're already getting paid. It's not like you get free water come and you bring it to people's houses and nobody paying. People have been paying. To the point where people actually paying to use on meter. So on top of just getting water for free, they're paying for meter and the usage of the amount of water that they use. That is insane to me. But hey, people paying for water, free water, and then you come in and increase, saying people have to reservoirs have. People have been paying for these things already. So help me understand. I suspect I need to bring a dumb like individual inside there so we can have a conversation on that, because that doesn't make any sense to me, and maybe we can probably break that down, brothers and sisters. Anyways, moving along in that regard right there, of course we have to adapt to the times, because apparently people want to make a change. So you have to adapt to the times, and this is what an individual said. It's not a joke.
If you want to stretch your dollar in this hard economic time, use this tip. Go to the wholesale and ask, do you have any goods expiring in the next 2 weeks? Most likely it's going to be less than half price. You buy that shit and you can store that up to 3 months after the expiry date.
It's not just 3 months alone. No? You remember them ham they bring in the other day, their brothers and sisters, to give people on Christmas? I think they gave some when it was not expired, then they gave the rest when it was expired a year after it was expired. Probably that's what he's referencing.
Leave the fresh food for the bourgeois. Buy stuff that is going to expire in the next 2 weeks. Save money, same taste, but great prices. Tip number 1.
Well, I laugh in that like people don't do that. People doing that way. Sometimes when I pass in some of them stores, they have things there. And if I pass that the next day, they're gone. Because people pass and take it. They don't take it, they buy it at discounted prices. Sometimes them discounted prices don't make no sense. I remember saying, I will leave that alone. But of course, in the hard economic times, brothers and sisters, we have the Rosu Cathedral needs $4 million to rebuild roof or whatever they want to put there. Didn't they fix the Rosu Cathedral the other day? No, brothers and sisters, I could be wrong. But you guys can help me understand. Or maybe it's a different Catholic church you're fixing. But apparently Rosu Cathedral needs $4 million. And of course, the Prime Minister is very hesitant. Why? Well, I mean, if they're putting up gas prices on people and stuff, I think that would be a good reason to be hesitant. Because what the country making now? We're making money in agriculture. We're making money in tourism. Nothing? No? Oh, okay. I'd really like to see the statistics of the amount of individuals that actually came. Now, brothers and sisters, keep in mind, individuals coming into Dominica on the basis of tourism doesn't mean they actually spend much. What are they buying, brothers and sisters? What is there for them to buy? Huh? Little people looking like Rasta man. They're selling Rasta man. We's Rasta, no? But they're selling Rasta. We sell the Rasta statue. And oh boy, there's a quote I actually saw, brothers and sisters. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do things you always wanted to do. Now it's interesting when you're talking about wanting to do it now. Brothers and sisters, for us to make change, the people have to have the mindset to make change so they can do it now. Do it now so that we can have an elevating society. No, they don't want to do it now. Oh, I love my PM. He give me building. Look at here and Melissa talking about this day and age. Saying, hey, okay, it doesn't seem like they can give free buildings again. You come and buy your lot or get your lot and then build your house. You get your loans and what have you. But it's interesting when you're talking about getting loans and you don't have the potential or the ability to pay back these loans. So they want you to come and get lots. No problem. I think that's a good thing. Get lots. But you have to build your house on these lots. And that is where the loans are coming in. Now, if man cannot even build their own house in this day and age, you think they're getting lot and then coming and build house on loan going to help them? Guys, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. This is pretty much all I asked for this year Mystelics reaction. And guys, tune in for the next one on BrBpTV. Hey! The man want bail. What is going on? What is going on, friends? What is really going on? Anyways, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. This is pretty much all I asked for this year Vibrations. Tune in for the BrBpTV one. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, with that said, right there. Big up all yourself one time. It's your boy Mystelics once again, guys. Be real! Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations and of course help this channel to grow further and further in that regard. Right there, it's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, salute the king. Be positive.